Because I can't tell. I hope this works. Otherwise I will feel like a moron. Looks like I've got it working. Is there anybody here? Oh, hi, Ronaldo. Yay, I'm glad it's working. Hi, Dexter. Hi, Monkey Brains. So, how are you guys doing? Hi, Dr. Domino. So, are you guys having a good night so far? Or is it just a run-of-the-mill type of evening? I'm in Central California also, Dexter. I'm about 4 hours away from LA. Glad you're doing great, Ronaldo, and Dr. Domino, glad you're super. I'm glad to hear that all you guys are doing well as a general consensus. Ooh, that green tea latte sounds good, Dexter. I know exactly what you mean, Doctor. Yeah, Stockton isn't really that exciting. I'm doing pretty well. As a lot of you know, I was doing the live stream with Rick, and that was so much fun. But that one guy was really creepy. But honestly, I've grown immune to that. It doesn't faze me as much as it probably should. But oh well. Oh, that's a cool bit of trivia, Dexter. I didn't know that. My dog's name is Darcy Bear. She's a German Husky mix, and she's a giant baby. Like, if you touch her feet, she gets all upset and she puts on the full SPCA commercial face, and it is completely pathetic. Thank you for subscribing, Dexter. I appreciate that. Or I'll call you Diala. Callie Kane, thank you. I dyed it myself. I was gonna do it completely like her, where there would be no blonde from here down. But I thought, if I have it the peekaboo style, that'll be a little more fun. And it'll be my twist on it. Plus, it's super easy to completely mimic a character, but it's one thing to add bits of yourself to it. Okay, so it looks like I got 7 of you here. Aw, thank you, Diala. If you guys have checked out my Facebook page, Annalise Quinn91, you'll get to see all the photos of my costume. And it was pretty fun. I got to talk like her that whole evening, and I got to be as obnoxious as I wanted to because it would fit in the parameters of her character. Oh, Ronaldo, you're talking about this scammer that messed with my friend who I consider an aunt? I've called that creep out a lot, and he doesn't answer. Excuse me. I've got allergies and asthma. Not a fun combo. I don't recommend it. Well, Ronaldo, I appreciate your efforts. That means a lot. Hi, Zeke. How are you doing, buddy? So if any of you guys have numbers for me, I can go ahead and call them with my free calling app. Otherwise, I'm fine just to chat with you guys like this. But, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Diala. That's terrible. Those people are bastards. And that's why I feel absolutely no guilt and wasting their time. Yeah, Diella, they're evil, but they're geniuses, because they know that with their system of getting the money, it's untraceable. So it's pretty much like tossing your money out of a moving train. You're not going to get it back, which is really terrible. Okay, Palladian, I will try that number. I just hope it picks up. My Wi-Fi has been glitchy on my phone lately, which is very annoying. Monkey brains, I could, but they would call me back and that might get weird. But yeah, Diala, these scammers know what they're doing, and once they have your money, it's gone. Ronaldo, that's a good idea. But since he's not answering his phone at all, I really don't know if that would do anything, unfortunately. No, yeah, I don't make my number private because I want them to call me back. Because if they call me, then they get charged for dialing. So I figure that's throwing just a little pinch of salt into their wounds. Oh, hi, Karen. Glad you could join us. I'm always happy when any of you guys can join in. I'm going to give a try to the number that Palladian gave me. Apologies if I'm mispronouncing it. Okay, 888-539-7532. Okay, I'm calling it now. It looks like it's in the US. It's ringing.
The number that is not currently set up to receive calls. Please try again later.
Balls. That didn't work. Okay, I will try the other numbers. Palladian, I appreciate you supplying me with numbers. It's just a big old bummer that they're not panning out. Those scammers are really quick. I do have to give them credit for that much. Okay, Karen, I will try that one. 855-654-9090. Oh yeah, that sounds like a good number.
Your call did not go through. Please try your call again. 088P.
Bollocks. The number's not working. Dr. Domino, I will try that number. Hi, Esprit, glad you got here. Hello, Andrew. Okay, I will try Dr. Domino's number. Again, keep throwing numbers at me. Even if they don't work after I try them, at least I know I tried. But if you do know a number that isn't working, I'd rather not waste my time on that. But I will give these numbers a try.
Hi, this is Julie with Reward Redemption. You recently visited one of our affiliate websites. And in appreciation, we have a $100 rebate voucher for you, redeemable at popular stores like Walmart, Best Buy, Home Depot, and many more. Press 1 now to call into the rewards department to receive your $100 rebate voucher, or press 2 if you would like to be placed on our do not call list.
How do I press 1 with this app? That's the bad thing about it.
Hi, this is Julie with Reward Redemption. You recently visited one of our affiliate websites. And in appreciation, we have a $100.
Okay, well that was a New Mexico number. And that sounds fun. So I think I'm going to try it. I'm gonna call them with my actual phone so I can actually press 1. I know a lot of you guys would be like, oh no, that's bad to call with your real number, but I mean, I don't have anything worth stealing, so, okay, 505-278-5012. Okay, I'm calling them with my actual phone, so I can actually press 1.
Redemption. You recently visited one of our affiliate websites. And in appreciation, we have a $100 rebate voucher for you, redeemable at popular stores like Walmart, Best Buy, Home Depot, and
There we go.
Hi, thanks for holding. What is your first name?
My name is Harley.
Your phone number is 559-967-8574, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, Charlie, what is your last name?
No, my name is Harley with an H. Like the Harley Davidson motorcycles?
Okay, Charlie, what is your last name?
Quinzel.
How do you spell that?
Q as in queen. U as in under. I. N as in Nancy. Z as in zebra. E as in elevator. And L.
Just to verify that we are not speaking to a minor, what year were you born? Only the year.
91.
Okay, Harley. It does show her in my system that you're eligible to receive a $100 gift reward that is good keys at places like Walmart, Target, Best Buy, and Home Depot. So congratulations.
Woo!
So what
Thank
mailing
you!
address
I'm
would
so
you like to
excited.
send this? Okay, what's your mailing address to send this reward to you?
Okay. My mailing address is 1313 Mockingbird Lane.
How do you spell that?
It's like the bird, mockingbird. MOCKINGBIRD.
Okay. Okay, what about the zip code?
00501.
1313.
No, silly. 00501.
1313 Mockingbird Lane, correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
South New York 00501, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, Charlie, once again, you will be receiving a $100 gift reward that is good to use at places like Walmart, Target, Best Buy, and Home Depot.
Ooh,
All
that's
of these is
exciting.
valid for one, so if you want to take your time using it, that will be your option. And the best part is you are not limited on what you purchase. You can purchase anything from your merchandise, clothing, all the way down to your groceries if you like. So
Ooh.
definitely you can buy anything on the rewards, okay?
Ooh, I think I'll
Along
have
with
to
the
go hit
rewards
up Best
in the
Mall and
same
get a bunch of liquor.
okay, along with the reward and the same package, you will also receiving some paper information about our new money saving program that will help you to save a lot of money at the thousands of stores, restaurants, and vacation discounts. Just take a look and see what you think. If you like it, great. If not, no problem.
Well, I would.
Regardless of your decision, the rewards are still yours to keep and enjoy, okay? And
Okay.
once you receive the reward, you can also use it to your shopping and groceries. I just
Ooh.
want to let you know that your name will be put on the reward, so definitely you're the only authorized person who can use it. And once you receive the reward, you will be receiving this reward for 3 to 5 business days, starting today. So you have to keep an eye on it, okay?
Okie dokie.
The
I'm
only thing
definitely
you need to
interested.
cover, okay, the only thing you need to cover is your own shipping and activation fee for only $4.95 for us to send this reward to you and also to activate the $100 under your name. So once you receive the reward, you can already use it to your shopping and groceries. And please remember, it's a one-time fee only, okay?
Okay, let me
After
get
this
this straight.
process, after this process, I will transfer you to my supervisor to give you the claiming number of your reward. So Harley,
All
where
right.
do you want me to put that? On your debt or credit? Which one?
Can I put it on my iTunes card?
Is that a Visa or a MasterCard?
No, I have an iTunes card. Could I use that?
Okay. What is the expiration date of that card?
It expires in December of next year.
Do you have your card now?
Yeah, I do.
Go ahead and read the 16-digit number from left to right.
Alrighty, just give me 1 second to go grab it. It's in my wallet right now. Okay, I've got it. Hello? Are you there? Hello?
Go ahead, read the 16-digit number from left to right.
Alrighty. The code is XXB82376JN72W.
Charlie,
Yeah?
do you have another card? We are not allowed to accept that. We only accept secured debit or credit cards here. Do you have another card? Grab another card.
I don't feel very comfortable giving out my actual credit card info over the phone because I know there's a lot of scamming going on and I'm pretty scared about getting scammed. Could you use PayPal?
Harley, the reason why we bill you through your card is because you are completely protected under the federal law called the Consumer Fraud Protection Act. Now, this states that if we or any other company does something to your account without your approval, or if we did not send you exactly what we promised to send you, then your credit card or bank company protects you by allowing you to dispute or disregard the charge. Now, if this happens, it will not only damage our excellent reputation that we have as a company, but it could also lose our privilege to bill our customer through a major card, and we are not allowed to charge anyone's account without any of your authorizations. You're completely protected here. And your bank company will contact you by phone, email, or text message, depending on your contact preferences with them, in order to verify the charge to you first. And we just want you to be aware of that, okay?
I
So again,
understand. Do you
Harley,
take
where do you
EBT
want me to
cards?
put that? On your debit or credit?
Do you take EBT cards?
That a Visa or a MasterCard?
But do you take food stamp cards?
Harley, is that a Visa or a MasterCard?
Do you take food stamp cards? You know,
Okay,
EBT?
what is the expiration date of that card?
It expires in December of next year.
Sorry, your line is breaking up. Harley, what is the expiration date of that card?
It expires in December of next year.
Go ahead and with the 16-digit number from left to right.
Alrighty. My card number is 5081390000123456.
Okay, no. Sorry, Harley, your line is breaking up. Can you repeat it again slowly?
Okay, it's 501901234556.
Harley,
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, okay? 5087, correct?
No, 5081.
5081, after that 3709, correct?
3900.
900, correct?
Yes.
6900.
Let me just read the card number back to you again, just to be sure that we don't get it all mixed up and such. It's 50890000123456.
56. I'm sorry, what is the last 8-digit number? The last 8-digit number is
00123456.
5081, correct?
Yes.
6900, correct?
3900.
3900, correct?
Yeah.
0012, correct?
Yeah.
3456, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
3456 is the last four-digit number.
Yes, that's true.
5081, correct?
Yeah, that's it.
3900, correct?
Yes.
0012, correct?
Yeah.
What is the last four-digit number?
3456.
Can you verify if maybe one of the numbers not correct, Harley?
No, they're all correct. You read them all right.
But it should tell my system that there's something wrong with the card, okay? Maybe one of the cards is not correct. One of the number of the card is not correct, okay?
That's really weird because I'm looking at the card right now and I'm reading the numbers correctly. Maybe Mr. J took my card and he ran it up a huge bill or something. Mr. J's my husband and he's not very good at handling money.
Okay. Harley,
Yeah.
I will read it slowly, okay? The last time. I will read it slowly. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay? 5081, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
3900, 3900.
Yeah, that's correct.
Is that correct?
Yeah. So far you got it right.
3900, correct?
Yeah. That's correct.
There's something wrong with the line, Harley. Your line is breaking up. 5081, correct?
Yeah, how many times do I gotta repeat it to you, mister? It's 501. No, wait. 5081 390000123456. And the expiration date is December of next year. But if the card's not working, then I guess Mr. J must have taken it when he went out club hopping with Penguin and Two-Face.
How about the last three-digit number at the back of your card?
That number is 179.
No, what is the last three-digit number at the back of your card?
179. Are you guys using outdated?
You have another card, Harley? Harley, you have another card. You have another card because it should tell the system that the card you provided is invalid.
Aw, nuts. Okay, let me look in my wallet and see if I got another card that I can use in place of that one. Shoot. I got an idea. What's your name?
By the way, my name is Ivan Lopez, okay?
What was your first name?
It's Ivan.
Avon?
Yes.
Avon, how about you and I make a little deal, sweetheart? How about you pay the fee, and then you come over with me and we can go shopping for booze together and make a Netflix and chill type of a weekend.
Harley, this is not a scam, okay? This phone call is being recorded for quality assurance purposes. And the reason why you will be receiving this reward, because one of our marketing partners listed you and selected you as one of the valued and active consumer for the past month. Stores like Walmart, Target, Best Buy, and Home Depot. One of these stores listed you as a way of saying thank you or a token of appreciation. My job here is to make sure that we send this reward to the right person, okay? So again, Hardy, can you grab another card to complete the process, okay?
Honestly, Ivan, I don't have any more cards. Mr. J must have taken them when I was asleep. He's very lousy with money, and he doesn't trust me to manage my money very well either. So how about you and I make a little deal, and how about you meet me here, and you can pay the fee, and we can split the money and buy some booze and do Netflix and chill for the weekend. Does that sound pretty good to you? You sound pretty cute.
Yes, I'm cute.
So, what you say? Is it a deal? You're thinking about it, aren't you? You're probably thinking a guy like you doesn't get a chance to hang out with a girl like me very often. So I don't blame you for taking your time to think about it, but if you don't act quickly, someone else is going to snatch up your little offer.
Hardy, do you want me to process your reward?
Well, yeah, if you pay the fee, I'll split the money with ya, and then we can buy booze and do Netflix and chill for the weekend.
Yes, you need to cover your own shipping and activation fee for us to send this reward to you and to activate the $100 under your name. So once you receive the reward, you can already use it to your shopping and groceries. And please remember, it's a one-time fee only. So again, Harley, where do you want me to put that? Any type of card will do.
Do you know what Netflix and chill is? It's when
Any
you...
type of card will do. Because the number you dialed is, the card that you provide is not correct. You have another card?
No, I don't got another card. Are you... Are you even paying attention? Are you paying attention? I'm telling you that I got an offer for you. If you cover the fee, I'll split the money 50-50 with you, and then we can go buy liquor and just watch Netflix and chill this weekend. That way we both can earn 50 bucks.
We will not insist this to you, okay? Thank you for your time. Have a nice day.
Aw, don't leave me hanging, buddy. I was just having a fun time talking to you. Aw, he hung up on me. That stinks. Oh, that was fun, though. Thank you for giving me a number that actually worked. I thought he sounded kind of young, so I was thinking he would take me up on my offer, but like Andrew Herrick just commented, I guess it is a long flight from India and 50 bucks ain't worth it. Ooh, another support number? I hope those work. I've been wanting to mess with them again. I don't know if you guys have seen all my scam videos, but I did a really good one with the tech support scammer, and I claimed that I got the Trojan Bieber virus. And it was a picture of Justin Bieber on the beach, and it would not go away. My computer screen was covered in Justin Bieber, and I was getting sick of it. And he knew I was making it up, so he got very mad, and he hung up on me. So that was a disappointment, but I kept him on the phone for 10 minutes, so hey. That's 10 minutes in his day to scam some poor sucker who's going to actually fall for it. Alright, I will try this tech support number. I gotta scroll back up to find it. Okay. Did you guys hear what he was saying clearly in the phone call, or was the audio distorted at all? I want to make sure that you guys are able to hear what's being said. Otherwise, all you're hearing is my smart remarks and having to guess what his replies were. Okay, I am going to call that Microsoft support number. Thank you, Karen, for providing it. How do you guys want me to handle this? Do you want me to talk with an Indian accent? Or do you want me to continue speaking like Harley? Or would you like me to bring back my character, Myrtle Mayview? She's a really elderly but sweet-hearted woman who loves talking to people. And she's very lonely. So she's very, very chatty whenever she gets anybody on the phone. What one do you guys want? Okay. Dexter says Myrtle. I'm gonna let you guys decide which voice I use, because I am good at all of them. I can do a really convincing Indian accent, and it is no problem at all for me, because I've had enough experience dealing with Indian scammers. Oh, Dr. Domino. Oh my gosh, that's great. Oh. So it looks like it's pretty unanimous that you guys want me to bring back Myrtle Mayview. Well, then I will do that. I just gotta try and get into the character of little Myrtle Mayview. How about this? How about little Myrtle Mayview is a government agent who works in sting operations against scam callers. What do you guys think? There's a little bit of a delay here by like 5 seconds, so. Oh, that's a good idea. I'll call them up as Myrtle, an ex-government agent who wants to buy Girl Scout cookies, but she's getting dementia, so she doesn't remember the Girl Scout phone number. How about that? Does that sound good to you guys? Should I do that one? If enough of you say yes, I will try it. Take my gum out. Okay. I've only done Myrtle twice before, so I will do my best to be little old Myrtle, and I will ask if they're selling Girl Scout cookies. And if they act rude, I will act upset and be like, "How could you be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Why you gotta be so rude?" I'm calling now.
The toll-free number you have dialed is no longer in service. Please check the number and dial again. The toll-free number you have dialed is no longer in service.
Balls. That number doesn't work. Okay, I'm still trying to keep in the frame of mind of being ready to do Myrtle. Shoot me any other numbers you got. Oh, I see another number that you left me, a spree. I will call them. Okay, 470-205-6777. I'm glad to hear that this audio is turning out well. I'm not using a microphone because I kind of got plugs into the headphone jack. So when I'm using that, I can't hear what it sounds like. So I might have to buy a microphone that's got a USB jack. But I'll call the number that Esprit gave me. And regardless of what the number is, I will play little old Myrtle Mayview, a very lonely ex-government agent who just wants to buy some Samoa cookies and some Thin Mints to make the pain of aging alone a little less sharp. Okay, OnePlus, I'll do that too. I'll say I'll trade you some nuclear codes in exchange for another box of your Thin Mints because those are very, very delicious and I've been craving them. But my grandkids don't love me enough to send any to me anymore. Calling now.
This is Julie with Reward Redemption. You recently visited one of our affiliate websites. And in appreciation, we have a $100 rebate voucher for you, redeemable at popular stores like Walmart, Best Buy, Home Depot, and many more. Press 1 now to call into the rewards department to receive your $100 rebate voucher, or press 2 if you would like to be placed on our do not call list.
Well, that sucks because I can't press 1 with the calling app I have. The area code said it was from the US, but I know that there is number spoofing, and I don't want to get charged international fees. This is a quandary. Oh, I know what I could do. I could do Pop Talks. That's a free website that'll let you call, but it limits your calls to 4 minutes at a time. But when messing with these dirtbags, that's enough to at least get under the skin. Okay, Pop Talks, here we go. Last time I used Pop Talks, it was to leave some voicemails from my dearly beloved IRS scammer Arnold Jackson, who was very, very rude to me. In my Grieving Widow Harley Quinn video, I told him that Mr. J got shot, and I was all by myself, and that the gang members that killed him were after me too. And he was still trying to steal money from me. So I don't like Arnold. I like to leave him voicemails to remind him that I haven't forgotten him. Maybe I'll leave another quick one right now. I know I did it on the stream with Rec yesterday, and apparently I scared some of you guys with my wicked laugh. The perk of having a touch of insanity is I can go there anytime I want, and I can easily pull away from it anytime I want. I would love to get into acting and play a psychopath. I'm gonna give Arnold a call.
Hi, it's Mr. Jackson. No one is here to take your call. Please leave a message and someone will get back to you. Thank you.
Hi, Arnold. It's me. I'm here. Just reminding you that I still exist. And I haven't forgotten the awful things that you said to me. I'm gonna keep leaving you my voicemails as long as you still have this number. I think you secretly want me to keep on calling you the way you haven't changed your number at all. Aw, it hung up on me. I'm gonna call again.
Hi, it's Mr. Jackson. No one is here to take your call. Please leave a message and someone will get back to you. Thank you.
Arnold, I'm not gonna stop. I wonder what you're doing with your life. Are you still trying to scam people out of their money? call ended. I think what's happening, I think he's listening to these voicemails and just disconnecting me as soon as he hears my voice. Because Pop Talks has a 4-minute call limit. And that was barely 60 seconds. Maybe he'll call me back and he'll be really pissed. He's done that before.
Hi, it's Mr. Jackson. No one is there to take your call. Please leave a message and someone will get back to you. Thank you.
Hi, Arnold. I'm not going to stop. You're not going to get rid of me so easily. You might have other idiots fooled into thinking that you're really the IRS. Call ended. Okay, I think that's enough with Arnold. Oh, you guys talking about pizza? That sounds good. As someone with celiac, I can't have gluten. Gluten is my kryptonite. If any of you guys have seen Smallville, you know that if Clark Kent gets near any bit of kryptonite, he gets extremely weak. Well, that's what gluten does to me. But Blaze Pizza and Domino's make a really good gluten-free pizza. That actually sounds super good right now. A cruise to the Bahamas? Ooh, Harley's never been to the Bahamas before. I'll try the Bahamas and then I'll do the tech support one. So guys, what are you up to this evening? Have you guys had any luck scam baiting recently? Or are you hitting a dry well too? I'm curious, because when I've tried, I haven't had much luck. Okay, Karen, I will be Myrtle. Okay, Dexter. I'll pretend like I'm slightly overweight and elderly. That'll be funny. Put him on the spot. 612 502 5164. All right. Oh, it says the numbers from Minnesota. I got relatives in Minnesota.
Call session ended due to poor network signal. Please try again later.
I hate that message. So annoying. Like, really? I'm gonna redial. Yeah, that's the ringtone that comes with the app. Apparently it's not working. Oh, are you logging off, Monkey Brains? Thank you for joining me, and feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. And feel free to check out all my scamming videos. I think I have 16 in that playlist, but my best one, in my opinion, is the Grieving Widow Harley Quinn. Although the U.S. Grant scammer was pretty funny too. Oh, are you going too, Andrew? Well, those of you that are logging off, I will say a general thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys rest well. And I hope I'll interact with more scammers and be able to film it so you guys can enjoy it later. But for those of you who are staying, awesome. Party is not over as far as I'm concerned, because I have no life and nothing better to do. Super tiny violin right now. What's another good number? I think OnePlus gave me a tech support number. Okay, I'll try that one. Hopefully it'll work. It does get frustrating when you hit a bunch of dead ends over and over. 1-844-364-5938. Okay, let's see what this does. I'll play Myrtle, the confused elderly ex-government employee who has nuclear launch codes.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. 2E0. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. 2E.
Bollocks. I'll be back really quick. I just need to top off my water. Don't go away, guys. I'm back. I told you I'd be quick. A health insurance scam. Well, yeah, my bathroom is literally the next room over from my bedroom. So it literally takes me like 7 steps to get there, which is really convenient, especially if I'm up really late editing videos and I have to pee. Okay, so the health insurance scam. Is that to try and get me to buy insurance that isn't real? Please explain to me in detail what this number is about, because I'm curious. I don't want to accidentally call a serious health insurance company and possibly get in trouble or whatnot. Another tech support number? I'll give it a try. I don't know about you guys, but one of my addictions is bubblegum. I find chewing it and blowing bubbles helps relieve my stress. And I've been needing it a lot lately. Adulting was not what I thought it was when I was a kid. I'll try that tech support number. 855-525-4623. One thing I would appreciate, guys, when you're sharing numbers with me, which I really appreciate and I'm really thankful, please call them first to see if they actually are working, because it does get disheartening to get a bunch of numbers that don't work. I'll give it a call. Excuse me. That tasted like Southern Comfort.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. 14B.
New rule, guys. Before you send in new numbers, call them first to make sure they're actually working. But while I wait, funny story. About a couple weeks ago, I posted a video. Oh, hi, Kat. Love you too. I was pet sitting. I'm a pet sitter in my city. Friends and family let me watch their homes and animals while they're on vacation. And I had just finished babysitting a golden doodle like it was a child. I love this dog. It's about a year old, and she is as sweet as honey. Basically a living teddy bear who is super fluffy. Anyways, on my way home, it was like a 20-minute drive because the dog lived in the next town over. So I'm driving home, going 5 miles over the speed limit because I was in a 60-mile-an-hour zone. And I drive a little tiny Chevy Spark. I call it the golf cart. It's my dad's, but he lets me drive it. I was driving it, paying attention, minding my own business, blowing gum, bubbles, and just watching the road. And there was a red car right behind me. Really pretty red car. So it went from going behind me to right next to me. Nose to nose. Like, our windows were perfectly aligned. And out of the corner of my eye, I could see that this driver was purposely staying right next to me. Now, I don't know what her deal was, but it kind of creeped me out, especially since there were no vehicles ahead of her. So she could easily just keep going past me. But no, she stayed neck and neck for a full minute. Now, me, being a little bit of a smartass, I thought, okay, that's weird behavior, even for Central California drivers. I'm going to be super polite and adorable in blowing her off. So I get my gum ready, and I do this. And I keep driving. Totally ignoring her. After I did that, then she speeds up and then gets in front of me. Now, there was no one blocking her way or my way this entire time. And when I looked at her to blow the bubble, she was already staring at me, which I found kind of weird. I don't know if she knew me from a previous experience or if she just thought I was driving weird. But I was fully following the speed limit and everything. And, so I just found it funny that she was like that, nose to nose for over a minute until I looked at her, and then she speeds up and gets in front of me. And she stayed there for a while, and then she slowed down. So she goes from behind me to right next to me to ahead of me to in front of me, and then she slows down and goes the speed I was originally going the whole time. So I was like, I guess she thinks I'm someone else that she's mad at or something. I don't know. I don't really make a whole lot of people mad except for scammers. And we got stuck behind all the same lights. So I found that hilarious. And then after a while, she stops being in front of me and she goes back into the other lane so she can make a right turn. But the whole time I was behind her, I was just looking at her driving like... And I was blowing more bubbles. And, so yeah, I blow bubbles at people instead of flipping them off. Because it's more fun and innocent that way. But yeah, Dexter, I definitely am aware. Oh, Paula, I've never gotten anything pierced except for my ears. Those of you who know my channel well know that this is not real. It's just a cute little clicker nose ring. All I do is this, and it goes back in. But I've been told that it makes me look like an Indian cow when I wear it. But haters gonna hate, and I don't care. So, yeah, Dexter, it's the most innocent, passive-aggressive way to blow someone off, literally. Oh, yeah, it was some foreign dude. Let me look up his name right now. He was extremely rude and made me feel less than awesome. But a couple of my fans jumped to my defense, and it was really sweet, and I was really touched by that. So, the video where you can see this creep's comments, it's the video that's almost 2 hours long, where I mess with scammers without a break. This dude with the username, where'd he go? Gotta scroll, because that video has a ton of comments. Way more than I ever anticipated. Where is he? Ah, there we go. Let me see if I can screen capture. Can you see that? He was being so incredibly rude, saying that I am a pretty girl, but this thing on my nose makes me so unattractive. Like a cow from India. Seth is here was super sweet, and he came to my defense. And this jerk Nurhayat, he was just continuing to be rude, and I saw no reason for that. Oh, it's too tiny. How about that? Can you guys see it now? But yeah, he said that I'm a pretty girl, but I look like an Indian cow. And then Seth is here. He came to my defense, and it was really sweet. I could spend a few minutes just showing you these on the screen capture. But if you want to read them for yourself, just go to my I mess with scammers for I mess with IRS scammers without a break. Just go to that video and you will see it. You gotta scroll pretty far down. And the dude's name is Nurhayat. I've had my share of rude commenters. And that one just was particularly rude to me. Because, I mean, does this face look like a cow from India? And does taking this out make that much of a difference? I don't think it does. But, anyways. There will be haters no matter what you do. Yeah, Dexter, I could block him, but then where's the fun? Oh, thank you, Dark. And thank you, OnePlus. I appreciate the positive comments. Funny story about how I got started on this. My cousin was in town one day, and we were bored. So we thought, well, she thought, it would be a funny prank idea to go to Claire's and buy a couple fake nose rings and make my mom think that she pierced my nose for me in my bedroom. Well, I had the video on my channel, and my mom bought it for a second, and then when she started to get mad, then I'm like, just kidding! Because I didn't want her to kill me. But, this was the one that I originally got. I've got 4 that I alternate from. Or this one. Simple little metal, and I think it's pretty. It's not super obvious, but it's just enough to draw a little attention. And I got this one. It's Aurora Borealis crystals. So it changes color depending on the colors closest to it. And of course, you guys are familiar with this blue one that I wear a lot. Thank you for that sweet comment, Dr. Domino. And then I got this one. I almost never wear this one because it's one of the bigger ones. But, yeah. Normally this is my go-to. Thank you guys for all the sweet comments. That really means a lot. Oh, okay. Good night, Esprit. Hope you rest well. Thank you, Karen. That's really nice of you. And Dexter, that's pretty cool. It's just fun to mess with your parents and make them think you did something permanent when you didn't. You know? Okay, so I saw someone give me another number. Back brace scam. I'm not sure exactly how that'll work. Any of you guys got IRS numbers? Because I've been dying to role play with them again. Esprit, I hope you sleep well. Thank you for tuning in. I always love it when you guys are here and you provide input. What other numbers could I call? I could try the Jamaican scammers again. They were the ones I originally messed with in the Grieving Widow. Okay. Palladian, what number is that? Is that like a medical scam or what? I want details before I call. OnePlus. I used to think that too. But if you let them know that you're joking, I think normally it goes okay. But, everybody's set of parents are different. That's a great idea, Dexter. That's funny. Okay, fake insurance. I see. Tech support. Okay, I will call them again. 855 698 3241.
Thanks for calling My Phone Support. Our premium tech support is available 24/7. Press 1 if you are calling for the first time, or press 2 if you are already a customer. My Phone Support is brought to you by ConsumerSoft, makers of My Faster PC.
The drawback of my free calling app is it doesn't let me do dialing once I've already entered into a phone call. So that stinks. I'll try the Jamaican scammers. Oh, OnePlus, that's a bummer. Dr. Domino, I would, but I am hesitant to make outgoing calls on my actual phone carrier because I did that before without realizing that the numbers were spoofed. So I ended up racking up a $40 long distance fee. And as someone who is usually not employed, it's not affordable. So I'll call the Kingston, Jamaica scammers. See what they do. 876 598 3551. One thing I have noticed is some of the numbers get recycled. Like, I called this number before, and it was IRS. I called it again later, and it was tech support. So who knows what it'll be this time. Are you guys hearing this? That was weird. Red Kite, I don't mess with official numbers. That can get you into trouble, and I only want to waste time of scammers, because the scammers are actually doing damage by stealing money from people in such a way that it can't be regained again. Dexter, the thing is, if I dial international numbers, I get charged international calling fees. But if they call me, then they have to foot the bill. But with my free calling app, I can call anywhere using free credits that I earn by completing tasks. But the one to Jamaica costs, no joke, 10 times the amount of credits it would if I was making a call anywhere in the US. So I don't want to rack up any long distance fees, especially since I can't afford those. Or as Holly would say, can't afford that much. Yeah, Red Kite, if you have fake tech support numbers, that's fine. But like I said, I do not mess with real, officially recognized phone numbers. So, yeah, if you guys have any numbers that you can send me that you have verified actually will pick up, that would be great. Otherwise, if we can't get any numbers to mess with, we can just make this a Q&A where you guys ask me questions that you would like to know about me. 1+1, that makes sense to do that, but I'm leery of downloading a whole bunch of calling apps. So I don't know about that. 612-248-3309. Palladian, is that the medical one? We Talk Pro? I'll look that up right now. I've got the Samsung Galaxy 6. So it's a good phone. We Talk Pro. Does it look like this? Let me see if I'm... Does it look like the second one? Is that the one you mean? The circle one. Okay, so We Phone. Okay. In-app purchasers. Contains ads. Oh, that doesn't sound too different from what I use. I'm downloading it now. See if that one will work well. Okay, it's loading. Honestly, I'm thankful and I'm surprised that 14 of you guys are still here. I try to be interesting, but I sometimes don't think I'm that interesting. Okay, so Palladian, the number that is in Minneapolis? Okay. Red Kite code, that's a good question. Yeah, I do waste their time. I know there's thousands of people who work in these call centers, so I know it's impossible for me to stop all of them. But the way I figure it, if me keeping a scammer on the phone for 10, 20, 30, or even 40 minutes, that amount of time is used on me instead of someone who would actually fall for the scam and have their money stolen. The way I think of it, it is like that poem about the grandfather and grandson who were walking on the beach, and the grandson was throwing the starfish back into the ocean. And the grandfather was like, well, why are you throwing them in? You're not going to save them all. And the grandson was like, well, I'm saving these individual ones, so it is making a difference. That's the way I view it. I'm the grandson working to save the few people who would be contacted and actually fall for the scam and lose their money. Okay, any remorse towards any scammer? No. I do feel bad when they seem like they genuinely do not want their job, but at the same time, they're still working it. So that bothers me, but whenever I call, I try and have an approach of just being polite and curious but annoying. I try not to cuss them out. I try not to hurl insults. I just try to stay calm and get as much information out of them as I can, just to make them at least rethink their job choice. Gerard, yes, that's the way I view it. Red Kite, I hope my videos educate people. I really do. But otherwise, even if I just stop one person from getting scammed, that's making a difference for that one person. Politically, honestly, I'm not crazy about either candidate. But now I know a lot of people get really sensitive and are really quick to attack if you don't support the candidate that they prefer. I wish this was a world where everyone could just be respectful of other people's personal choices that are different than theirs. With all that being said, if I had it my way, my ideal voting ticket would be Romney and Palin together. I know I might get some hate, but that's how I vote. I'm very conservative in all ways. And I'm not happy with either candidate that's in the running, because they both have some black marks, but I will choose Trump over Hillary because of Benghazi, the email scandal, all the assault victims of Bill, who she tried to silence. And she's a liar. She says whatever she thinks people want her to say. She couldn't tell the truth if it was written in front of her face. But that's as political as I will get. Don't hate me for my choices, just like I don't hate you guys for your choices. The great thing about America is we are free to vote for who we decide. And everyone is allowed to have an opinion. We're just not allowed to bash other people over the head with it. Because when you get that aggressive, then that doesn't solve anything. That just causes more tension and stress in an already messed up world. Dexter, I think I saw that video too that IREC did. I've talked to a few who knew that their job was bad, but they felt bad and they felt stuck. But I encouraged them to look for another job. You know, and I honestly and sincerely told them I'd be praying for them, that God would help them to find the right job so that they could go to work each day with a clear conscience. And I don't hate the scammers. I just hate what they do. And as long as I have the ability to waste their time, I'm going to. But I'm not going to be abusive about it. Like you guys have seen in my videos, I never resort to name calling or yelling. I just sit there calmly and I'm like, well, that's not very nice. That's not professional. So that's how I try to handle it. Otherwise, I'm just as bad as them. Pepsi or Coke? I'd have to say Coke. Because Coke and vodka is a really good combo. And I just grew up loving Coca-Cola. As a kid, I had one of those stuffed Coca-Cola bears. But regretfully, a few years ago, my dog was bored and I wanted to give her a toy. So I gave her my Coca-Cola bear. I wish I hadn't done that, but oh well. It made my dog happy. That's all that matters. Is the app working now? I haven't tried it yet. I'm just now opening it up. It looks very, very identical to the What's Called calling app that I do use. Jim Beam or Jack Daniels? Honestly, I've never tried Jim Beam, but I do love Jack Daniels Tennessee Honey. It's really good. OnePlus, I don't blame you. These scammers are pretty terrible people. And it is very easy to get mad, but I look at it as an opportunity for me to practice self-control when I'm dealing with an unpleasant person who is not exerting self-control. And it's been very helpful. In a way, I see it as anger management. You know, learning how to handle abusive people without resorting to being abusive yourself. Dexter, yeah, you should try Coke and vodka with a splash of milk. It's really good. Just trust me on this. Honey Jim Beam. Well, if I ever get a bunch of pet sitting money, I will definitely try that, Dr. Domino. OnePlus, that's what I do too. I practice my voice acting too. Yeah, Dexter, really. One of my favorite drinks, 1 part milk, 1 part root beer, and then put a couple shots of vodka or Bailey's in there. It tastes like a melted root beer float. It is very satisfying and enjoyable, and you can just sip on it for a while. Lactate is pretty good. For a while, I was exhibiting lactose intolerance symptoms, and so I had to take Lactaid. That wasn't fun, but I noticed it did help. Thankfully, I don't have any more of those symptoms. Ooh, vanilla vodka in the fridge. Dexter, I definitely recommend that you mix that with root beer. Wine? I've tried red wine and I've tried white wine. I'm not really into it. I've given it a try, but this may sound silly, but I feel like when I'm having wine, I taste the alcohol more than I would taste the alcohol if I was just having straight shots of vodka. Does that make sense? 1+1. Coke is a good choice. But yeah. My favorite drink to have whenever I'm out of the house is a mudslide. Because that's got Bailey's, Kahlua, vodka, ice cream, and chocolate syrup. It's basically a dessert and a drink at the same time. And it's unbelievably good. Frangelicos. I'm not aware of what type of drink that is. But that sounds pretty good from what you've described, Dexter. Oh, 1+1. That's a bummer. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you? I can't tell based on your profile picture. Oh, a hazelnut liquor? You've got me sold on that. I'll have to hit up Bevmo when I have money, and I'll have to try that. 15. Well, I'm glad that you're honest about it. And a lot of 15-year-olds get into some really shady crap. Hazelnut, vanilla vodka, limes, and powdered sugar. Ooh. Dude, that sounds so good right now. I will have to try that sometime. Yeah, I agree with Dexter, 1+1. There's other things to enjoy besides alcohol. Now, I know I've talked about alcohol a lot in this live stream, but I don't drink nearly as much as I talk about it, like I'm talking about it right now. I get severe stress headaches, and usually 1 shot of vodka or 1 shot of whiskey is enough to knock out my headache and allow me to be productive again. So, I do drink, just not with the habit of getting drunk. I like to enjoy my drinks. Port wine. I've never tried that, but I've heard from many sources that it's an acquired taste. Any other questions you guys want to ask, or do you have more phone numbers to throw at me? Preferably IRS numbers, because I haven't messed with those in a while. And it has been a bummer. I also cook. Yeah, I cook sometimes. If you've seen my Annie's Kitchen playlist, I've got 2 videos up so far of 10-minute meals. And those are usually what I'll make for myself because they're pretty simple. They require minimal work, and they're delicious and satisfying and healthy. I can also make a really good spaghetti. I can make pumpkin pie from scratch. As in, I buy a whole pumpkin, carve it, bake it, puree it, and make it completely from scratch. But I haven't done that in a while. Life keeps getting in the way. Yeah, so I guess the answer would be yeah, I can cook. Red Kite Code. What do I do for work when I'm not scamming scammers? I have a lot of medical issues that prevent me from working a regular job. I plan on doing a playlist called My Experience With, wherein I will dedicate at least 1 video to each health issue and how it affects me. And hopefully that'll be seen as an educational tool for people who don't know about those health issues, or an encouragement for people who have those issues, just so that they know they're not the only ones that deal with that. But the ones that make me unable to work are my scoliosis, my celiac, and my irritable bowel syndrome. I also have ADHD, and I'm prone to severe stress headaches. I'm working to get on disability right now, but that process is as slow as molasses and very frustrating. Karen Price Hatton, you're welcome. Yes, Dexter, I've made pumpkin pie from scratch. And let me tell you, it took a lot of work. It took several hours, because we had to pick up the pumpkin. I carved it open, scooped out the seeds, carved the pumpkin in half, put both halves in the oven, let them bake till they became soft enough to scoop out. Then I added all the ingredients and I pureed it. Then I made them into pies and then I baked the pies. So, yeah, it's a lot of work, but it is pretty nice to be able to say you did it completely by yourself. Sweet potato pie sounds really good right now. I don't have an official degree, but I do have my certificate in business. I went to my community college for 3 years. I was going to get the full degree, but in order to get it, I would have had to take Algebra 2 and Intro to Business Law. And those classes were so stressful for me, I actually got sick. I literally had panic attacks from Intro to Business Law, so I had to drop those. But I got my certificate, which shows I took most of the business classes. Ronaldo, that's a bummer, but I appreciate that you're trying the numbers before giving them to me. Red Kite Code, I'm sorry to hear that. I deal with depression and anxiety, specifically suicidal depression. And there's still a big stigma with that, which is very frustrating because it's difficult to talk about without people automatically labeling you a certain way. I've been accused by people close to me of playing the suicidal card whenever I don't get my way. And as someone who has truly been suicidal, that is the worst thing to say to someone. So Red Kite, you're not the only one dealing with depression. Dr. Domino, I started YouTubing in high school, actually. My first videos were slideshows to my favorite songs, but I realized those were out of date. And after the major breakup I've gone through, I needed something to focus on, otherwise I was going to completely fall apart and lose my fight. So I thought I'll just start doing YouTube videos and I'll just see what I can come up with. And I found IREX Scammers, Hoax Hotel, Music is a Rainbow, and their channels gave me inspiration for the types of videos I do. And I also like to take a little bit from Jenna Marbles. I try not to use language because I do want to keep a specific image for my page, but I like her sense of humor and the things she finds funny. 1+1, I have anger issues too. Whenever I hear of someone hurting someone else or taking advantage, that just makes me really angry. And I'll just say that if I were to be in law enforcement, I would be one of those cops who would be in trouble for killing people a lot of the time. So, yeah. Karen Price Hatton, I totally agree with you. It is a good thing that people are talking about it more. But I still think there's still enough of a stigma against it and still enough ignorance that people still make hurtful comments without realizing how deeply they cut. Karen, I'm sorry that you deal with that too. I'm actually on an antidepressant and an anti-anxiety medication, and it helps. But I find having a good hobby really helps too. Something to keep your mind focused. Let me read through all these comments. Dr. Domino, that is very true. Everyone has their own demons. Dr. Domino, yeah. I'll just say that whenever I hear of people who abuse animals, children, or women, I really feel the intense urge to get my good night baseball bat out and deliver justice like Negan in The Walking Dead. Flat Earth Society. Oh, that is hilarious. 1 + 1 is 2. Normally I would agree with you, but if I see someone assaulting or attacking someone who can't defend themselves, in my mind, they have their lives forfeited, and whatever force is needed to stop them is their own doing. I know that's a controversial view, but that's how I work. Okay, so you want me to use the Wii phone to call that number? I don't think I have any credits yet, so I don't think I can quite do that yet, but I'll try. 855-698-3241.
Is available 24/7. Press 1 if you are calling for the first time, or press 2 if you are already a customer. My phone support is brought to you by ConsumerSoft, makers of My Faster PC.
No. That sounds too much like a legitimate number, and I'm kind of headachy right now. So I don't want to have to think super hard. I know that sounds like a lame cop-out, but my headaches do come and go, and they are pretty bad. Okay, sorry I'm a little behind on all the comments. How do you know if you have depression? Well, people think that depression is just when you feel sad or bummed out for a while. But depression is so much more than that. It's the absence of any feeling. You don't feel happiness or excitement. You just feel numb. You feel dead inside. And you don't see the point in doing anything for yourself. I know there's some web tests you can take to self-diagnose, but I say that with the disclaimer that it's probably best to talk to your primary doctor and get a referral to a behavioral specialist or a psychiatrist before you self-diagnose. Because just the amount of ignorance about depression has led to a lot of self-diagnoses of depression when that's not completely true. So I say the only way to really know is to talk to your doctor about it and be very detailed and leave no important facts about your struggle out. Because your doctor can only help you if they know what's wrong. I'm glad that you are recouping. I've heard shingles is extremely painful, so I'm very sorry that you've had to go through that. Hello, Mike. I'm doing all right. Karen, I take a 2-part antidepressant, and it actually really works. There was one time when I didn't get it refilled in time. The pharmacy, they kept me waiting a couple days to get it refilled, and I ran out. And I actually got really, really worse. And this was a few weeks ago. It was pretty scary. But my point in saying this is sometimes you need medication to help you fight. And there's nothing wrong with that. And sometimes you don't need medication. You just need to figure out a hobby to keep your mind busy. Every case is different. And no one is less a person for having this method work better than that method. Dexter, I love that show too. I saw the premiere, and when that scene hit, I was so like, oh man. Normally I would have cried like a little kid, but I was in a weird depressive mood, and so I'm like, oh, that happened. Bummer. But yeah, my urge when I hear about people flat out abusing other people is to get my baseball bat and have at it. Yeah, Dexter, I felt really sad about that too. I was sad about that, but it is in the comic books, so I've read, so it's not completely shocking. 1+1, I believe in the death penalty if you're a serial rapist or a murderer, because once you hit a certain point, there's no coming back, and you're not fit to be reintroduced to society, and you're not worth the money to feed and care for you. Again, I know not everyone agrees with my views, and as a free country, we're all allowed to have our views, but I believe in the death penalty for serial rapists or other abusers and murderers. Okay. Karen, it is nice to connect with people who understand. 1+1, that did sound pretty real to me, and I'm kind of out of it, so I'm not going to take the chance. Myers-Briggs. I haven't heard of that one, but I'll look into that. Yeah, Dr. Domino, it is unfortunate that they get protection from the general populace. I say, let the inmates deliver justice to each other. Okay, the photos on my wall are actually from calendars that I've collected over the years. I love animals. I love horses, birds, dogs, cats, and I also love snakes and lizards. So my dream is to be able to get a giant iguana and a couple bearded dragons, but I don't have the room or the money to take care of them, so right now I've settled with a German Shepherd Husky dog, and I have 2 fancy mice that are really cute. I will show you guys a picture of my Darcy. As you can see, she's a giant baby. She'll be 10 in December, and she's the biggest baby I've ever had. If you touch her feet, she gets all upset, and she'll give you that SPCA commercial face. And it is extremely convincing. And there's only one of 2 ways you can react to her when she's giving that face. You can either laugh because it's so pitiful, it's hilarious, or you can feel bad and give in to her, even though you're not actually hurting her. Here's another favorite picture of her. I see the glare is on the screen, but okay, how about there? Yeah. Or if you guys like, I can post pictures of her on my Facebook page, Annalise Quinn91. Otherwise, now you've seen my dog. Yes, that is an Aflac duck. Very observant of you, Dr. Domino. My grandpa works for them, and he gave me that duck one day when I wasn't feeling very good. And I'll show you right now. This is the duck. And as you can see, it's pretty cute. But it's dusty, because I haven't cleaned my room in a while. I don't remember if it still makes a noise. Oh! Did you guys hear that? I'll do it again. Whenever I have that sound go off when my dog is around, she's like, "What? What's that? I gotta get it." And it's really funny. But, I got this baby. I bought it on eBay. It's solid wood. And I keep it by my bed at night. Just because it's a comfort security thing. There was actually one time when my dog started freaking out in the middle of the night for no reason. So my gut instinct was to get up out of bed, grab my bat like this, and walk down the hallway with the lights off and be like, is there someone in here? Is there someone in here? But in this day and age, I guess you cannot be too paranoid. Because there are a lot of sickos out there. And they're getting more brazen in what they do. It's really sad. This world has just gone to shite. Yes, I love orangutans. I've always wanted to hold one. 3 dogs and a cat. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, your dog growled at the computer screen? I'll have the Aflac duck go again. Ready?
Aflac.
Did your dog growl at it again? That's so cute. But yeah, Malik, I don't work, but I do house sit for friends and family, and I do pet sitting in my city. And it's a fun way to earn money because I get paid to love on other people's animals. And, oh, your dog growled again. I'll do it again. What I want you to do, Dexter, get your phone and film her reaction and send me the video on my Annalise Quinn page. Send it to me in a message so that I can see that. On my Facebook page, I have it set that so that you guys can message me and interact with me. I've actually gotten to speak to 5 of you guys on there, and it's been pretty cool. I enjoy talking with you guys, so. Okay, the number. Alright, Karen, I will call that number. But first, I will squeeze the Aflac duck again. Are you ready, Dexter? Are you ready? Get your camera ready. Film your dog. Here we go. Dexter, did your dog growl again? Please tell me it did. And tell me what kind of dog you have. 1+1, that's a great idea. Palladian, I will look up that test later on for sure. Because that sounds very interesting to me. Okay, I will call the number. Aww. That sounds cute either way, though. What kind of dog do you have? Okay, I'm going to try calling that tech support number. What I can do is I can imitate an Indian person and be like, I am calling you because our systems have yeah, brain fart. Our systems have detected that you have a virus on your computer. What kind of operating system do you have? Or something like that. What do you guys think? Do you think that would be worth it? Do you think it would get me far? I'll do it anyways. Alright. 855-760-8955. Let's see if they answer.
Thank you for calling. Please continue to hold for the next available agent. Hello?
Hello, I am calling because...
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
Hello?
I am calling because our system has detected that your computer is infected with a virus that is very dangerous. What is your operating system?
हिंदी बोल लो. हिंदी बोल लो.
Hello?
अंग्रेजी में बोली नहीं जा रही है. क्यों थोड़ा जोर से लगाकर हिंदी बोल रहे हो, अंग्रेजी बोल रहे हो? तो हिंदी बोल लो.
Marachon? Ben Cloudy?
नहीं तो मैं लड़की सुनकर गाली सुन रहा तेरी माँ की बच्चों के वेल्डी के दल्ले.
Ben Cloudy? Marachon?
तेरी माँ की पूसी वायरस.
Marachon? Ben Cloudy? Somebody got mad. That was fun. Should I call him again? Should I call again? Okay. I will call it again. Should I do the same bit? Okay, but this time hold. Okay, as Myrtle. Gotcha. Take my gum out. Myrtle the Girl Scouts. That's a good idea. You might recognize my number, but I don't care. I'll call him as Myrtle, but it'll probably turn out sounding like an old Harley Quinn. And I'll ask him if he's selling Girl Scout cookies.
Thank you for calling. Please continue to hold for the next available agent. Hello?
Hi, I was calling to
Hello?
see, are you able to send me my Girl Scout
Choco?
cookies yet?
Choco?
Hello?
Choco? Choco?
I don't understand what you're trying to say. Where are my Thin Mints? I ordered them a couple weeks ago. Hello?
Huh?
Where are my Thin Mint
Hello?
cookies that I ordered? I want my Thin Mints.
What did you say?
I want my Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies. I ordered them a couple weeks ago and I want them now.
Excuse me, who?
Oh, and I also ordered
Please
some...
once again.
Excuse me? I have my order number for the
What
cookies.
exactly you want?
I have my order number here for the cookies. My order number is
Okay.
TMGS9888989. I'm calling because I want my Girl Scout cookies delivered to me. I ordered them a few weeks ago and they still haven't arrived and I'm very impatient. I'm a very lonely woman and I need my cookies. Hello?
Do you have a state pussy?
Do I have a what?
Do you have a pussy or dick?
I have a dog, not a cat. I'm allergic to cats.
You do have a pussy?
No, I don't have a cat. I'm allergic to cats. I have a dog.
No, I'm asking about pussy.
I don't have a cat.
Do you have a shaven pussy or not? You have a shaven pussy or not?
I told you I'm allergic to cats. I don't have a cat. I have a dog. I don't have a cat, sir. I'm allergic. That guy was extremely rude. Mike Angel, you just missed out. I was talking to a scammer, and he was super rude, asking me about my genitalia, but using the slang terms for that. So in response to him asking, I said I don't have a cat, I have a dog. I'm allergic to cats. But he kept asking that really rude question, so I kept answering him like, I'm allergic to cats. I don't have a cat. I have a dog. He was so rude. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but that was just uncalled for rude. I'm going to call him again.
Thank you for calling. Please continue to hold for the next available agent. We appreciate your business. All agents are currently busy assisting other callers. Please continue to hold for the next available agent. We appreciate your business. All agents are currently busy assisting other callers. Please continue to hold for the next available agent.
I don't think he's going to talk to me. I don't think he's going to answer.
We appreciate your business. All agents are currently busy assisting other callers. Please continue to hold for the next available agent.
I don't think he's gonna answer me. Yeah, I don't want to keep waiting that long, because that's just obnoxious music. But yeah, those scammers are perverts. Good idea, Dexter. Gosh, I can't really think of any other numbers to call, except trying him again later. I could call with the Pop Talks website, but that limits my calls to 4 minutes at a time. So I think while we wait, how about question time? What other questions do you guys want to ask me that I have not already answered before? I'm waiting. Yeah, Karen, I think he is ignoring me. I think these scammers are pretty quick at figuring out when someone's just wasting their time. Do I eat Girl Scout cookies? I would, but as far as I know, they don't make gluten-free cookies. And like I mentioned earlier, just a single pinch of flour is enough to make me extremely sick the next day. I guess I can sound like a guy. How does this sound? Does this sound like a guy? I don't know. That's kind of hard on my voice and my throat. Oh, they have gluten-free cookies? Good to know. Any other hobbies? Besides YouTube and Facebook, I guess watching Netflix and spending time with my family and my pets. Do those count? I would have a fish tank, but I don't have room for it, unfortunately. Yeah, 1+1. I naturally don't have the ability to really sound like a guy. Ronaldo and Doctor, those are actually really funny, because I can do a great duck impression. I just can't talk like a duck. This is my duck call. Whenever I used to babysit, the kids would get a crack out of that. And it used to annoy my brother a lot. So whenever I was annoyed with him, I would do that sound. Yeah. A wampa with a cold. That's funny. Most of the time I just stay at home, spend time with my family, or do stuff on YouTube, honestly. I'm at the point where I'm actually earning money now, so that's exciting, especially for someone who isn't fit to work yet. Not until I at least get my digestive tract issues under control. Yeah, what other stuff would you like to know about me? I feel like being pretty open and honest, just no perverted questions. Oh, Dexter, that's really tough. I can imagine what a struggle that must be. But people that work nonprofit are amazing. Yes, I do sing. I actually have a playlist on my page where I do song covers and some song parodies. Some people say I sing well, others don't. But for me, it just depends on what song I pick. 1+1. How old do you think I am? Just by looking at me and observing me in my videos. I always find it interesting to flip the question around and ask the person how old they think I am. Because usually they're way off. And I find that endlessly amusing. Okay, that's Dr. Domino's guess. Thank you, Mike. That's a very nice comment. I appreciate that. Okay. Oh, good night, Red Kite. Thank you for tuning in. It was a pleasure getting to interact with you. And I hope to do more live streams again later on. Hopefully in the middle of the week when the scammers will be busy and more available. Okay, Dr. Domino guesses 25. 1+1 says anywhere between 17 and 25. And Dexter Dennison says 24. I will actually be 26 in January. And when I tell people that, I get hilarious reactions every time. Because they look at me like, I thought you were still in high school. And it's like, I'm old enough to teach high school. Believe it or not. Thank you again, Mike. That's a really nice comment. Yeah, 1+1. I will be 26 in January. I get the funniest looks whenever I walk into a store and I go right for the alcohol section. And then I get even funnier looks when I go right for the whiskey and vodka instead of the wine or other girly drinks. Yeah, Mike, normally it is best to not ask a woman her age unless you're getting to know her. But I enjoy the variety of guesses that I get and how far off they are. Oh, Dexter, that's funny. It's a weird feeling getting carded. Like, in one way, it's flattering, but in another way, it's kind of annoying because, like, I gotta whip out my card again. You know. But, I've had high school kids be especially nice to me because they think I'm one of them. And I found it hilarious. Really, Dexter? They asked you for an ID just to buy eggs? That's crazy. That seems ridiculous. How long did I start taking action? I started doing that, oh, for the vodka. That makes a little more sense. I'm just gonna say, if you're getting carded for buying eggs, what kind of a world have we come into? I actually have been messing with scammers for a couple of months now. Let me look back on my page and see. how long ago I uploaded my first scam video. Okay, my very first scam call rant video, I uploaded that on September 9th. So I've been doing this for a couple of months now. Almost exactly a couple of months. And it's been fun. Well, one of my good friends just texted me, so I need to respond. Anyways, while I'm responding to my friend's text, I want you guys to tell me if you've interacted with any scammers and what your most hilarious experience was. Okay, another tech support number. Give it a try. But seriously, I want to know you guys, I want to know if you have messed with any scammers and what your funniest experience was in doing that. For me, I think my best video was a Harley Quinn grieving widow, because I kept scammers on the phone for 37 minutes. And it got quite a few views, and I thought that was going to spread like wildfire. But then, surprisingly, the almost 2-hour-long video where I messed with scammers without taking a break, that one has surpassed the grieving widow. And honestly, I'm very surprised, but I'm not complaining. Oh, you did, Dexter. That's pretty funny. How did they react to hearing that your husband was going to be home soon? Yeah, Mike, it is fun. I actually got to mess with an Indian grant scammer, and they were telling me that I needed to send them some money to change paperwork in order to send me the grant. And I was trying to get it across to him that I did not have the money to send the grant fee, paperwork, change, whatever. And he told me to go bug my friends and family for money. And so, being a bit of a smartass, I said, but I don't have anyone who could give me money. No one likes me. And without skipping a beat, he asks if I could just go pawn something. But with his heavy accent, it sounded like he said porn. Like, can you take something to the porn shop? And I was like, you have no idea how that sounded. And it was hilarious. I've recorded it all. And so, yeah, basically I kept him on the phone for a half hour, wasting his time, because he was trying to get me to mail him $110, which I don't have. OnePlus, you've got to film any other interactions that you get. But I would enjoy watching that. Okay, now I'm going to try calling this number. We'll see if they'll answer.
Calling. Please continue to hold for the next available agent.
This music is so generic and boring.
We appreciate your business. All agents are currently busy assisting other callers. Please continue to hold for the next available agent.
Dexter, that's an interesting point. I'm pretty sure if you have blocked me before. Like, I know for sure Arnold Jackson has. I'm just now seeing your comments about the porn shop. He meant to say pawn, but it came out sounding like porn. So he's like, well, can you take something to the porn shop? And I was like, I gotta stay composed in order to sell the fact that I'm someone who doesn't know better, but is obviously wanting to comply. But it was really hard to maintain character. Okay, good night, Palladian. Thank you for joining in. I hope you rest well. And hopefully I'll be able to make more videos that will entertain you guys.
Business. All agents are currently busy assisting other callers. Please continue to hold for
Karen,
the next
that's a
available
funny
agent.
story. But yeah, I have 17 videos in my scamming playlist. So after this live stream is done, feel free to browse it. I've got some videos that are less than 10 minutes, but most of them are over 30. Because my goal is to keep them on the phone as long as possible. And so that was fun. Okay, I've been on hold for 2.5 minutes now. I don't think that they're gonna answer me. Ugh, that music annoys me. I guess they blocked my number or something, or they wrote it down in some notepad of numbers to not deal with. Thank you, Dr. Domino, for subscribing. I appreciate it. Yeah, Dexter, I think that's what's happened. Unfortunate, but they're pretty serious about their job, so they're not gonna just allow people to purposely waste their time. Karen, yeah, I think that is the number that I called earlier. And I think they are done dealing with me, because I know they're not getting a single penny out of me. So I'm going to use Pop Talks, just so I can have a quick little hello to them. Let me get that website up. My tension is really bad right now. I guess subconsciously I'm more stressed than I realize. I'll probably finish this stream after about like 10 more minutes or whatever, so I can just kick back on the couch and watch TV with my mom. Wait, what was that comment? Oh, that is funny, Karen. Yeah, I've been on here for 2 hours and 20 minutes on my own stream. Yeah, Mike, I imagine they would. Yeah, Dexter, in my bullying PSA rant video, I express what is stressing me out and how certain people I was close to were hurling very negative and hurtful things at me, making accusations on my lifestyle that were not at all accurate. If you want, you can watch that video. It's about 20 minutes. Basically, I detail the false claims they made about me and why they're not true. And I emphasize to people who are picky and bullies like that you have the right to speak up once if someone does something that you don't like. But after that, it's up to the person to decide if they'll follow what you say or not. And you're not allowed to hit other people verbally with your opinion. And if it's a superficial issue that you disagree on, you're supposed to just let it go and let the person do what makes them happy, as long as it doesn't cause harm to anybody else. But, yeah. Excuse me. 1+. I was actually homeschooled from 2nd grade until I finished 8th grade. So, when I entered high school for the first time, I got bullied a lot. People saw me as this smart dork, and I was smaller than a lot of the other people. I'm only 5'2", and in high school I weighed about 100 pounds. And due to the wonder of the breakup diet, I'm back down to 100 pounds again. So I would have all these taller women, or should I say girls, bullying me for superficial, stupid reasons, and it was upsetting when I was a kid because I had never experienced bullying before. But yeah. Yes, Karen, that is the number that I called earlier, I believe. Thank you, Dr. Domino. I've tried to explain to them how every single thing they claimed against me is not right, but they just won't listen. They act like I'm off my rocker, and it's really sad. Dexter, I'm talking about the breakup diet. With my depression, whenever I lose someone close to me, I lose all appetite, and I drop weight pretty quickly. I used to be a very healthy size 6. Now I'm a very skinny, in between size 2 to 4, depending on the name brand of the jeans. But yeah, I've lost 25 pounds, and so I'm not happy about that. But I'm on a prescription to increase my appetite, so hopefully that'll work. But only time will tell. I've taken it for a few days now, and I've been able to eat 2 solid meals a day now, which is a huge improvement over barely 1 meal a day. So I think it will help. Dr. Domino, I will check out that book. Sounds good to me. But long story short, I was with this guy who I knew as a kid. We reconnected because, I'll finish my story later, but good night, 1+1. Thank you for sticking around as long as you did. It was fun interacting with you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. But anyways, we were together for over a year and 2 months, deeply in love. Within the first 2 months of the relationship, he was telling me I'm the one he's going to marry, and I believed it, and I felt that way for him too. Then he realized he wasn't equipped to be marriage material yet, so he wanted a break, but he worded it as a breakup. So for 2 weeks we weren't together. In April of 2015, I dropped 2 pant sizes in a week, so I was devastated because he was my first love. Then I got us back together after realizing it was a miscommunication, and we were super happy, planning on marriage and everything. But then in December, he started to be more careless in how he treated me. He would make decisions and say things to me without thinking how they would affect me with all my issues, mental and physical. And it was really hurtful. Okay, bye, Mike Angel. Enjoy the live stream. But I stayed with him because I loved him, and he hadn't made it obvious to me that he was wanting to leave. I just thought he was getting lazy. Then in April of this year, he fully broke it off and expressed that he doesn't see us ever getting back together. And when you truly love someone, that's the worst thing that you can hear. And so 7 months and 2 days later, I'm still hurt, still trying to get over it, still having dreams about him, which is really painful, but I'm pulling through, leaning on support of my friends and family and you guys. Thank you, Mike, for the compliment. I've been told I just have a very expressive face. That's how I've always been. But, yeah. I don't feel like going into the nitty-gritty details about any of that, but I loved him. I would have done anything and everything to make us work and to keep him happy and to keep him with me. He wasn't willing to change. He wasn't willing to give me the chance to improve myself, and he wasn't willing to acknowledge the ways he needed to change and improve himself to be better for me. And he walked away. And that's basically all you guys need to know, and it really hurts. I still love him. I still pray about him whenever I think about him, but I don't see him coming back unless a miracle happens a year or two down the road and he's a totally different person. But yeah, my experience with love has not been successful. But thank you, Ronaldo. It just really hurts. It's just he promised me marriage for over a year, saying that as soon as he got the right job that could support both of us financially, he would marry me. And he said it with such sincerity and excitement. And I have trust issues with people because I've had so many people tell me, "Oh, I love you. I'm never going to leave. I'm always going to be here." But then I do or say one or two things wrong that they don't like, and it's "Bye, Felicia." So it took a really long time for me to believe his promises. And so for me to fully reach that point where I completely trusted him and then have him decide it's not worth it, I'm not worth it, that does a lot of damage to a person and their confidence. So I'm just trying to get through each day, honestly. But with my therapist and my family and you guys, I'm making it all right. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. I'm telling you guys all this so that you'll have a little more of my backstory and understand where I'm coming from. And I'm asking for prayer, for healing, and that the dreams about him will stop because it really hurts. In the dreams, we don't really interact, but I see him there as clearly as I see my computer screen in front of me right now. And it kills me every time I wake up and I see that. But everyone says it just takes time, but it's been 7 months already, and I'm still not great, but I'm working on not focusing on that. That's why I've almost been obsessively focused on YouTube, because it gives me something to keep my mind distracted with, so that I'm not stuck reliving the breakup and all the hurtful things that were said, and it's difficult. I'm not one of those angry exes who wants to see his house burn down. I'm just more like the ex who wonders, why wasn't I good enough? Why did he give up? Why did he make such great promises and then chicken out? And is there anything I could have done differently? And if I had handled things differently, would he still be here? I'm trying not to torture my mind with thinking that, but after a while, your mind does tend to go there a lot, for a while. I really do sincerely appreciate prayers from you guys. I definitely need them. I'm low on faith right now. I say I'm a Christian, but I'm just really struggling a lot to trust God right now with all the stuff that's happened. And so I could use prayers for renewed faith as well. It's just a really hard time right now. And it's just the kind of pain I don't wish on anybody else. Because physical injury heals over time, but emotional and mental injuries, they tend to stay with you for a while. Thank you guys for being so sweet and understanding. It means a lot. I started this YouTube thing just as a hobby to keep myself busy. And so that I would have fewer opportunities for my demons to beat me down. But I never thought this community would be so supportive. And it means a lot. It's just really hard when you have deep-seated abandonment issues and people claim to love you, they claim to support you, and then after a while you believe them, and then they turn out being just like the other people. So I'm really jaded, and I don't believe in love anymore. Not the romantic kind of love. I think some people are very lucky, and they find it, but I don't think I'm one of those people. And with all my health issues, it just takes a lot to take care of me, financially, and emotionally also. And my ex giving up on me the way he did, it just kind of bolstered those insecurities. So it's really hard. I've only been in a relationship twice. The first one was 2 years ago, and that lasted 2 weeks because he saw our financial beliefs did not align, so he cut ties before we got too close. And being 23 and getting my very first boyfriend, that was pretty hard. And then I said never again. Love is stupid, love is weakness, and all that. But then I found my ex. We realized we knew each other as kids. We became best friends, talking every single day. Then I joined the Bible study groups he went to, and we became even closer, and then we started dating. Then he promised me marriage. I believed him. And we were together for 1 year and 2 months, and happy as can be for 9 of those months. And even when things were getting rough, I still loved him and I wasn't going to give up on him. So it's just really hard right now. I'm sorry that you guys have dealt with similar situations. But yeah, Zeke, it is amazing, the support here. You guys are so very sweet to me. If any of you ever make it out to Central California, I'll be happy to hug you guys, because your support has meant a lot. I'm unfortunately still at that point where if I knew something happened to him, I would be devastated beyond belief. Because when you truly love someone, that doesn't shut off. That never goes away. At least not quickly. And I've been... Very true, Dr. Domino. I've been told that it takes half the amount of time that you were together to get over a breakup. And I'm at that halfway point now, but I really don't feel that great. I still love him, I still miss him, I still think about him, and I wonder if he regrets what he's done, or if he misses me, but I try not to let those thoughts take control, because all they do is add to my pain. You guys are really sweet, and I can't thank you enough for being here for me. Dexter, I am a hug whore too. I am a very huggable type of person. When people meet me face to face, they think you're a hobbit or a dwarf, and I'm gonna crush you if I hug you, but I love hugs. I'll never turn down a hug. Karen, I'm sorry that you went through that experience, but I'm glad that you understand. At least I know I'm not alone. Mike, I'm trying, but my faith is very weak right now with all I'm dealing with. Later on in the week, I'm gonna make my playlist called My Experience with Blank. And I'll do an in-depth video on each of my health issues and how they affect me to educate people who know someone with those issues and they don't know what it's like, and also to encourage people with those issues so that they'll know they're not the only ones who deal with it. I've got a long list of issues, so it's gonna be a pretty big playlist, but I'm gonna do that, and I hope that when I do that and I bare my soul for everybody, that they'll understand they're not the only ones. Dexter, that is a good point. Thank you, Zeke and Mike and Doctor and Karen. You guys are very sweet. And I really appreciate that. My parents are actually in the living room watching TV right now. My brother, I don't know what he's up to tonight. He's probably hanging out with his girlfriend. But, thank you for your concern, Dexter. I will be okay. I've hit that point where I'm past this other deep slump. Right now it's just catharsis and letting everything out that I've been holding back for a while. I do have a therapist that I see every Wednesday, and she's really sweet. She's an older woman, and I love her as if she was my own grandmother, and she says she loves me the same way, so that's really cool. Yeah, my dad, he's not really good with emotional issues, but he tries to be. Are you a dad, Domino? Dexter, I do hug my Darcy bear, but she's become more cat-like and kind of a brat. She only comes to me when I call her if she thinks I have food lately, which is both funny and annoying. But, oh wow. Well then, Domino, it looks like you have a lot more life experience than I do. Yeah. Well, enough about this sad story of my life. I want to focus on happier things now. I feel better. 49 isn't old. My dad is 53. But, I appreciate all you guys for being here and for supporting me the way you have. as a struggling YouTuber, I cannot thank you guys enough. No, I haven't voted yet. I think we have ballots that we got in the mail. Once I sign out of this live chat, I'll have to check. But I will vote for Trump. I don't like him as a moral role model. But as a political leader, I think he would be much safer than Hillary, as I call her. But I've got some friends who are in opposition to that belief, so we just don't talk about politics. But yeah. So I'm just gonna set a time limit. I'll be on here for 10 more minutes, and then I should log off and try and eat some dinner. I am trying to gain weight, and you can't really do that if you don't eat. But I'm just thankful that the medication I'm on is working. So what other questions do you guys have for me? Oh, Karen, yeah, it's really tough. I can't imagine what it's like to be in your situation. And it would be insulting for me to say I understand. But I can imagine it's really painful. Yeah, Domino, I trust her as far as I could throw her. Mike, as long as you're happy, that's ultimately what matters. You know. Have I ever been outside the US? Yes. When I was 14, my family and I took a 2-week vacation. We went to Cancun, Mexico, and to Daytona Beach, Florida, and Orlando. And it was a lot of fun. I got to see some of the ancient ruins, and there were a bunch of giant iguanas there, and I remember trying to chase the iguana so I could catch one and bring one home. But my parents were like, no, even if you catch one, we're not keeping it. And I remember being disappointed. But, yeah, Zeke, politics are a very divisive issue, so I do try to stay away. But if I'm asked what I believe, I will say what I believe. You know. Gluten-free pizza. It's pretty good. I honestly really miss Pizza Hut's stuffed crust pizza. That was my most favorite thing ever. But they don't make that gluten-free now. And I was diagnosed with the celiac in January of 2014. I made a whole video about that, so I'm not going to go in depth here. But living almost 3 years without eating gluten-free pizza, without eating regular pizza and having to be gluten-free, I'm used to it now, but I do miss going to the store and just getting fried chicken or getting chicken nuggets or just picking up a loaf of whatever bread I like. It's tough having to be so careful. Thank you, Mike. I'm trying to remind myself that, and I'm just trying to focus on what I can do now instead of thinking what I could have done. And Zeke, yeah, it does help. This community has been really good to me. Oh, yeah, Dexter, there's a lot of iguanas around, and I went to the reptile shop in my city earlier today with my mom, because she's never gone there before, and she knows I love snakes and lizards, and she wanted to cheer me up, and so we got to go there, and I had a fun time. the reptile store in my town. It's pretty small, but they got a variety of snakes and lizards and turtles, and there's this chameleon there, absolutely gorgeous, but it's got an attitude. It's pretty cranky. And my mom filmed me talking to it and it hissing at me, and I'll post all that stuff on my Facebook page, Annalise Quinn91, so you guys can see that. Domino, I've heard that Round Table has a gluten-free pizza, but I've yet to try it. Domino's is good, but Blaze Pizza is cheaper, actually. It's kind of like the Chipotle of pizza. They got all the toppings laid out in front of you, and you tell them what you want on your pizza as you go down the line. And then you get to watch them pop it in the oven for you, and you sit and you wait while they bake it. So you're in and out in like 20 minutes or less, if it's to go. So it's pretty good. Oh, Domino, my mom has diabetes too. She's got type 1. She was diagnosed in her late 40s, and it was a long struggle to figure out, because they assumed since it set in later that it was type 2 when it was actually type 1. It was a big struggle for her, but she's got it controlled now. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Dexter, yeah, there are people that are gluten sensitive, but unfortunately in my case, even just like a tiny pinch of wheat flour in a big bowl of whatever is enough to leave me feeling like I'm dying the next day. I'm very proud of you for being able to cut out sugar and take care of yourself, Domino. It's not easy. I'm surprised they don't have a diabetic aisle in stores. I know they have diabetes medication supplies, like needles and test strips and alcohol swabs, but I don't know what else they would have. Wow, I just looked at my page and I see that I have 155 subscribers. And this morning I woke up with 144. Thank you guys for subscribing to me. That means a lot. I really, really appreciate it, and I'm blown away by the support of this community. What else would you guys like to discuss before I head out? I'm getting pretty tired. It's 8 o'clock here. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Hugs right back at you. Yeah, Domino, hopefully Safeway will update their options and make it more diabetic friendly. I know almost every store has a gluten-free section, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, 2 hours and 49 minutes and 30 seconds now. It's crazy. Doesn't feel like I've been here sitting that long. Ah, what are you drinking, Dexter? I think I mentioned earlier my go-to is a straight shot of vodka or whiskey. But if I feel fancy, I'll mix milk, root beer, and vodka. I'm surprised 8 of you guys are still here. It's crazy how time goes by when you're just talking to people. Yeah, Dark, I noticed that you subscribed a while back, and I thought your comment on my shower video was pretty funny. I gotta say, it actually made me chuckle. Am I going out tonight? No. I'm pretty tired and out of it, and I don't think I will. I might try hanging out with my best friend, but she gets out of work around 11 and she does have church in the morning, so I don't know how well that would work out. So I'll probably just end up staying home tonight, eating good comfort food, watching Netflix, and just lazing out on the couch. Thanks for staying as long as you did, Karen. That was really nice. And thank you for being open and honest about what you're dealing with too, so that I feel less alone. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Mike, I will check out your page. I do like fish. Tilapia is my favorite. um, but yeah, I do like fish. They are fun to watch, and they are easy to take care of. It's just they take up space. Dexter, that's a good method, actually. I hadn't thought of that. But then again, my dog's name is Darcy. It's a girl's name, so. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Domino, I don't have the money for that. Maybe I could find it somewhere cheaper. But I do have books that I can read. I was going to give them to a friend, but she flaked out on me. She kind of fell off the face of the earth and didn't tell me she was going to. So that was really hurtful. But I have this book, and I bought it at a Christian bookstore. So I'm going to read this. Maybe it'll help. It's like less than 90 pages. So I could probably breeze through that in an hour. Dogger Domino. It's funny. But yeah, I'll read this book because it might help. My mom spent like $5 on it. And so I'll give it a look. It's got a lot of biblical things in here because it was bought at a Christian bookstore. So I'll read this tonight. Maybe it'll give me new insight that I haven't yet thought of, or that hasn't been drawn to my attention. Mike, I tend to type really quickly too. Domino, you're right. You're right. I'm sure it will help. Oh, so Mike, you live in New York. That's pretty far. Okay, Karen. Sure, I'm totally fine with that. I'll send you a message right now, or you could just message me on Facebook, on my Facebook page. I got a link to it directly on my channel by the channel art. And thanks again, Karen. You are very sweet. I copied your email, but feel free to reach out to me on my Facebook page. Let me pull it up right now so that you can see what it looks like. I love this app that lets me screen share. That's my page, Annalise Quinn. It's got a picture of my dog. And you can send me a private message right here. And I respond to everyone who messages me, so that might be easier. But I look forward to interacting with you guys more. And I thank you for just being awesome to me. It means a lot. Dark, sure, go ahead and message me on Facebook and we can talk about it. I'll be here to listen. I might do another live stream later on this coming week, because I know on the weekends the scammers aren't as active, so that might be why we had such bum luck. Thank you, Mike. God bless you too. As a whole, you guys are so incredibly supportive and kind, and I'm just blown away by it. It means a lot. But I'm pretty tired. I didn't sleep well at all last night. I was up till 4 this morning, and I had dreams that were very frustrating. And so I might just fall asleep on the couch, but I have to play it by ear. But yeah. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for staying with me so long. And thank you for just reminding me that I'm not the only one dealing with this type of crap. And for reminding me to keep hanging on. It means a lot. But yeah, I will have my amazing TARDIS phone with me. I have it on me at all times. And I do manage my Facebook page off of here, so if any of you want to talk one-on-one with me, you can shoot me a message and I will respond. And I love all you guys. You're awesome. Without you, this channel wouldn't be going very far. And I just can't emphasize enough how blown away I am at the support that you guys are showing me. Hugs to all of you guys too. Thank you, everyone, for your well wishes and your kind remarks. I just wish more people were that considerate and empathetic to other people's struggles. This world would be so much better if everyone took the time to truly understand each other instead of just forming blanket judgments on everybody. But I'm gonna call it a night. I love all you guys. I appreciate all of you. If any point in time you have an idea for a video that you would like me to do, feel free to private message me on my Facebook page, and I will do my best to make it happen. I was going to sing my cover of Cut by Plum, but obviously didn't have time for that. But I plan on trying to do that tomorrow, and I'll see what other things I can come up with tomorrow. But I love all you guys. Imagine that I am hugging you right now because mentally I feel hugged and supported. And if any of you guys need someone to talk to about whatever you're dealing with, feel free to message me. Even if I'm dealing with my own crap, I am still able to focus on helping the people that are struggling too. The way I see it, it's like we're all drowning in the ocean. And when you're trying to save yourself, you can only exert so much effort. But when you're trying to help someone else, you get that adrenaline rush and you're able to do more. And I don't know if that analogy made complete sense, but that's the best that the sleep-deprived brain can come up with. Thank you guys again. I'm gonna go join my parents on the couch and watch TV. And I'm probably gonna enjoy a drink tonight. I'll probably have a hard cider, because that stuff is pretty easy on my gut. But I'll keep you guys posted on how I'm doing. And if at any point you need support, I'm here for you all. Thank you guys again for being so awesome. And I'll probably do a live stream again. I'd say I'll plan on Tuesday afternoon. And if that doesn't work out, I'll let you guys know on Twitter. And if Tuesday doesn't work, I'll do a live stream Wednesday around 3. So, thanks again, you guys. Your comments are making me feel so much better. And I can't thank you enough. But I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Be sure to focus on the people that love you. I'm gonna do that. My mom, while she can get on my absolute last nerve, I know she loves me and she would fight to the death for me. And so I'm gonna go spend time with my parents before my dad calls it a night. He goes to bed early and gets up early, so our hours in the day to see each other are few. So I'm gonna take advantage of it while I can. But thank you for subscribing and for following me. Whenever I upload a video and add it to a playlist, it automatically sends out a notification on Google Plus and Twitter. And I will also post on my Facebook. And so you guys will keep up to date on everything. Thanks again, you guys. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. And I'll be making more food videos again now that I've got my appetite back. I'm thinking I will do a dish that involves mac and cheese. But I won't say what other ingredients because that'll be a surprise. Alright, good night everybody.